If you think modern cars have become a bit too predictable, a bit too quiet, and maybe even a little boring, then you're going to want to pay attention to this. Today, we're diving into the 2026 lineup from Alfa Romeo, a brand that has always been about passion, emotion, and pure driving pleasure. This isn't just another luxury car trying to impress you with screens and features. This is a machine designed to make you feel something every time you press the accelerator. And in a world where most cars are starting to feel the same, that's a very big deal. When you look at what Alfa Romeo is offering in 2026, whether it's the Stelvio SUV or the Giulia sedan, you immediately notice that these cars are built around the driver. Everything about them is focused on engagement rather than just comfort. Under the hood, you'll typically find a turbocharged 2.0-liter engine producing around 280 horsepower, paired with a smooth and responsive 8-speed automatic transmission. The power delivery is quick and energetic, allowing the car to go from 0 to 100 km/h in roughly 5.5 seconds, which is seriously impressive for a luxury daily driver. And if you go for higher performance variants, the numbers and the excitement only go up from there. But numbers only tell part of the story, because the real magic of an Alfa Romeo happens when you actually drive it. The steering is incredibly sharp and precise, giving you a level of feedback that many modern cars simply don't offer anymore. The chassis feels lightweight and perfectly balanced, which makes cornering feel natural and confidence-inspiring. Whether you're navigating tight city streets or pushing the car on open highways, it always feels connected to you. It's the kind of car that makes even a simple drive feel special. Compared to rivals like BMW or Lexus, Alfa Romeo leans much more toward excitement and personality rather than just refinement. And with the Alfa DNA Drive Mode selector, you can instantly switch between relaxed cruising and aggressive sport performance, transforming the car's character in seconds. Visually, the 2026 Alfa Romeo models are nothing short of stunning. This is where Italian design really shines. The signature triangular grille at the front immediately sets it apart, while the sleek, sculpted body lines give the car a sense of motion even when it's standing still. The Stelvio has a sporty SUV stance with a coupe-like silhouette that looks both aggressive and elegant at the same time. The Giulia, on the other hand, sits low and wide, giving it a classic sports sedan appearance that feels timeless. These are not cars that blend into traffic, they stand out, and people notice. In a segment filled with safe and predictable designs, Alfa Romeo dares to be bold, and that makes a huge difference. Step inside, and the interior continues that driver-focused philosophy. The cabin feels premium, with high-quality materials like leather upholstery, aluminum trim, and optional carbon fiber accents that add a sporty touch. Everything is oriented toward the driver, from the placement of the controls to the shape of the steering wheel. You get a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster that provides all the essential information in a clean and customizable layout, along with a modern infotainment system that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. While some competitors might offer more flashy or complex tech setups, Alfa Romeo keeps things simple and intuitive, which actually makes it easier to use while driving. In terms of technology, the 2026 Alfa Romeo lineup includes all the features you'd expect in a modern luxury vehicle. There's wireless charging, premium audio systems, navigation, and connected services that keep you in touch with your car at all times. But what's interesting is that Alfa Romeo doesn't overwhelm you with technology. Instead, it uses tech to support the driving experience rather than distract from it. You're not buried under layers of menus or overloaded with unnecessary features. Everything feels purposeful, and that's something many drivers will really appreciate. Safety has also been carefully considered, with a solid range of driver assistance features included as standard. You get forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control. These systems work quietly in the background to keep you safe without interfering too much with the driving experience. While it may not have the most advanced or extensive safety suite compared to some competitors, it definitely covers all the essential bases for everyday driving and gives you confidence on the road. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 Alfa Romeo models sit firmly in the premium segment. The Stelvio starts at around $53,000, and the price can climb significantly depending on the trim level and optional features you choose. This places it directly in competition with cars like the BMW X3, Mercedes-Benz GLC, and Genesis GV70. So yes, it's not cheap, but it's also offering something that many of those rivals don't: character. You're not just paying for luxury, you're paying for a unique driving experience that feels genuinely different. And that's really the biggest selling point of an Alfa Romeo. While other brands focus heavily on comfort, practicality, and cutting-edge technology, Alfa Romeo focuses on emotion. It's about how the car makes you feel when you drive it. The responsiveness, the sound, the way it handles corners, it all comes together to create something that feels alive. It may not be the most spacious option, and it might not have the most advanced tech features, but it delivers something far more important for driving enthusiasts. So, should you buy the 2026 Alfa Romeo? If you're someone who wants a car that stands out, that feels exciting every time you get behind the wheel, and that offers a refreshing alternative to the usual luxury choices, then the answer is yes. This is a car for people who love driving, not just commuting. However, if your priorities are maximum practicality, the latest high-tech features, or the absolute highest safety ratings, then you might want to consider other options. At the end of the day, the 2026 Alfa Romeo isn't just another luxury vehicle trying to compete on specs alone. It's a statement, a reminder that driving can still be emotional, engaging, and fun. And in a world where many cars are starting to lose that connection, Alfa Romeo is keeping it alive in the best possible way.